Hello and welcome everyone to another edition of Garvin Plays Minecraft. How you guys doing? Today we are going to recap a few things that have taken place. If you don't like recap videos, then you probably won't like this one. But there's been a lot of progress on my task list. So we're going to take a look at what we've worked on and just basically kind of take the tour, cross some things off the list, and talk about how we are going to move forward in the future. So, first things first, FTW Saloon, still in progress. The building is built. We just need to do a few things. The first thing is heal a zombie to get a villager as our barkeep. And then we also have to move all of the potion sales from the square at the trading post. We have to have Nick move all of those into the shop. I have to put up some shop signs as well. Blue is going to be taking part in that. So we just need to kind of divvy up who's going to be selling what potion. That way we're not overstepping our bounds, kind of thing. We're not stepping on each other's toes in the same building. So those two things are one and the same. We still have plans to do both. Death Games. Death Games is still under construction. We can kind of... Actually, we're going to skip taking a look at that because Dave Chats took that over. And he's still in progress. Chicken Farm. Chicken Farm, I've got something going. I want to show you guys what I'm doing thus far. And, yeah, we can kind of just go over that for now. And Enderman Farm. We did set that up. So I'm going to go ahead, cross out Chicken Farm from our list. And then I'm going to cross off Enderman Farm. Okay. And then we're going to go take a look at both. So... first things first, let's go check out the chicken farm. Again. Here in the chicken farm, we've got chickens up here. There's a 1-block opening. They're sitting on top of a hopper, so anything they drop drops into a dispenser. From here, we can hit a button, and it'll dispense whatever's in there. If it's an egg, then it becomes a chicken, hopefully. Otherwise, it drops feathers and anything, feathers really. It drops feathers into the hopper system, which then goes to a chest. And then we also have redstone-powered flamethrower, basically. So I can kind of turn that on. Haven't really put this to the test yet. This is my first time. So as you can see, it's not really... I suppose a chicken did just walk into that, so that's a good sign. Didn't look like... Oh, it dropped stuff on the outside. That is not a good sign. But yeah, basically throws fire, and then the chickens are supposed to walk into it. That's what's supposed to happen, so we would have cooked chicken. I don't know what that bone was doing. Yeah, but that's the hope. So I haven't really spent a whole lot of time on it yet. I'm hoping to be able to do that soon, though. So this is actually my first real test with it. Obviously, it's not that great, but we can probably add some of these flamethrowers elsewhere. There we go. There's a feather. So we killed one chicken, but I'm afraid that maybe it's also burning the meat, which would be bad. That would be anti what we want. Oh, actually, I did pick up another feather. So, anyways, that's what I've been working on. Yeah. So let's go to the end. Okay, so we are just about here at the end. Few things to kind of discuss while we're here. The first thing is my my hope was to get a portal running. So basically, we could take another portal to the Nether, and then we could easily connect it to the system that we've got going on. Unfortunately, despite us being, let's see, 500 some blocks, so 700 blocks and 500 blocks away from the square where the main Nether portal is. It still is too close. So when we go through, which we'll do when we leave, it just takes us to the square, which is unfortunate. So, which means the only way to get here still is through the sky rail, which is a good 3 to 4 minute ride. Did I need anything else? Ooh, yeah, I needed to pick up my looting sword that didn't have fire aspect, but that's okay. Let's head in. So, yeah, I know you guys saw the last video that we showed that was in the end. There hasn't been a whole lot of changes with this setup overall. We still have the basic road, and that has done well for the most part. There's been one thing that we've built though, which is what we're going to look at today, and that is the Enderman Farm. We've got the start of an Enderman Farm at least. So, but we'll go ahead and take a look at it, and I think I got enough dirt on me. Also, I've been trying to eat more potatoes. Really, my main diet was steak. But ever since I set up the chop, it's been hard to keep it active as long as I was also eating steak. So, yeah. So I've kind of cut back. I'm living off of Josie's store, his fry shop, but not having a great experience with it. Potatoes just does not last as long as steak does. But here's what we got. And I'll throw this link in the description, but I did base this off of a design by Ethos Lab, that YouTube channel. So you guys have probably seen it. But yeah, you basically have to build out, say, 200 blocks or so, just to get away from the spawning on the main island. So that's what we did here, and then I added this to the top just because they kept spawning on this walkway, and I didn't have, unfortunately, when I built the walkway, I didn't have any. I didn't have a. I just had the cobble blocks. I didn't have anything else. So, but yeah, I built a little enchanting table out here. I've got some supplies that are left over. Really, there's nothing here. And yeah, I did bring some books. So my goal is to start enchanting more books. That's what I've been doing. But yeah, this is the basic gist. It's a drop system, so you can kind of see up there. But they drop down, and then they're just one hits. So that's how I've been collecting all of my ender pearls. And with a looting sword, I can pull 2 to 3 eyes off of one Enderman. So that's usually what I go with. But yeah, it is what it is. So let's go ahead and climb up just to get you a basic idea of this design. I think it was 43 or 46 blocks up. That's how big the drop was. So yeah, quite a big drop. But again, it kills them. Well, it takes them down to one hit, which is pretty cool. But yeah, the basic setup is we've got these. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 on a side. Both sides have the same basic setup. let me get down there so to show you. But basically, when they spawn and they activate the pistons, which push them off. And we've got those on both sides. And then I've got this little area set up only so that I could walk around easily, and then nothing would get spawned on. That's why I have the slabs. But yeah, this is the basic setup that we're going with, and thus far it's been pretty good. I want to say, if you're here for about 5 minutes, there's 20. Ethos Lab, the one that he ended up going with. I mean, this was the initial design that he had, minus some really minor changes that I made, just to keep it with less material. But I think he made another 3 or 4 levels, but I haven't quite decided if I want to go that route or not. And I should have brought a shovel. So I'm gonna dig my way down. But yeah, the basic gist is they land up there, and then we've got redstone torches all the way around, and then when they hit the pressure plate, that's what activates the pistons, which is pretty cool. I'm like, overall, it's been a great system, and you know, I can use a swiftness potion, an 8-minute swiftness potion, and at that point would have earned enough XP to enchant something with 30 levels. And then also I'm able to pick up 3 to 4, maybe even more stacks of Ender Eyes. So yeah, overall it's a great system, and we've got the ability to keep the Enderman from spawning up here, but it looks like me putting dirt down kind of stopped that. And yep, I died. So let's oh man. Let's go back and let's run and let's get out of here. Okay, so let's get a sword. So because I covered that piece of glowstone, it did allow some Endermen to spawn. So that's why you can see that they're still here. But a majority of them should not have spawned. If they did spawn though, that is kind of interesting. Just one piece of glowstone was enough. But yeah, this is the Enderman Farm. Generally, it's been good. It's been good to us, and really, I think it's mostly been Blue and myself coming out here to use it, and we've had very, very good success with it thus far. Okay, we are back in the square. So yeah, quite a few changes to walk through real quick. First, I took off all of my signs, mainly because I really wasn't selling a whole lot of the agricultural stuff, as far as like pumpkins and bone meal. I didn't really sell a whole lot of that up until recently. So yeah, and I kind of just want to get away from this trading post. It was mainly a thing that Joe, myself, and Atomic Deke was using. Instant Rice used it for a little bit. But yeah, now that we've got the market square going, that seems to be where everyone is selling all their products and buying products. All right, let's check out the... Nope, okay, nothing new. All right, so Ender Shop. This is a new thing for me, and oh no! Hector's gone. I had a squid that was in here. Man, I wonder if it's just because it was too tight of a space. Oh, that's so sad. Before, when we had the big aquarium, he lived there. He lived there for months. I don't know why he would just despawn, and no one can break this glass. Oh, that's a damn shame. We'll have to get a new Hector. Need a new Hector. But this is the Ender shop. So endstone, some stained clay. I was going for the Eye of Ender, but I only did about halfway down, as if it was lodged in endstone. But yeah, we're selling endstone. Thus far, no one has bought any. No one is interested. Ender chest again. It was at 2 diamonds, but it wasn't selling, so I dropped it down to 1 diamond, thinking that might be a little bit better, but still nothing. Ender pearls are selling pretty well. I'm happy about that. I'm getting both iron blocks out of it and lapis blocks out of it, so kind of cool there. Enders, Eye of Enders, I didn't really think was going to sell now that we've been to the end. So, but I figured I'd give it a go. Yeah. Joe is selling poisonous potatoes, and I don't know why. I haven't quite figured that one out yet. But yeah, I've been buying most of my potatoes there. And then we also now have an iron shop. So this is Dave's Iron Emporium. He is selling iron for $350 for 4 iron bars. And he's also selling glass. I don't think anyone's buying the glass. We're just mainly buying the iron. And he can't keep it in stock. And I'm just reading through the chat. He must have... Yeah, okay. The horse got loose. So yeah, what else has appeared on here? Okay, so there was a minor complaint in the FTW Gaming Facebook group that no one necessarily knew all the shops and what they sold in the New Market Square. So we wanted to set something up so it was a little easier. So I put up a bunch of signs today. So we've got an arrow pointing at what direction and what the shop name is. So the Chop, and that is selling leather, beef, wheat, milk, and livestock. We've also got the Melon Shop, Melon's iron armor and leather armor. Nick's new Fluffy, which you've probably saw his video about the build. And all this stuff is over this way. The top 2 are over this direction, and then we also have the stuff that's behind us. So the Fry Shop, the Ender Shop, and then Dave's Iron Emporium over there. So yeah, overall, really not sure how to better display this stuff. I know this is kind of janky. But I think for the most part, just because you can only write so much on signs, and signs are rather big, it didn't really make much sense to do anything else here. So, yeah. So I think we just kind of have to live with something like this for now, at least. And let's check out the Chop while we're here. I know the Chop has... Oh, right. It's like, how did that sign get up there? Forgot I'm selling grain now. Okay, so leather has been doing excellent. Raw beef has been doing excellent. Steak has been doing the best, though. So steak continually is out of stock. Once that's out of stock, people go to the raw beef, and leather is kind of give or take. And then we did have 2 orders come in over the last couple of days for livestock. So we delivered a cow to Tom's house, and the best way to get to Tom's house is through the Nether. So that was kind of interesting, trying to take a cow through the Nether, but we made it. No one died. And I cannot keep blowfish in stock. It's such a rare catch. I think I can get a blowfish 1 out of every maybe 30 times. So I increased it to be a diamond, and it's apparently worth it. Let's go ahead and steal this horse. Just gonna put it right there. That's Dave's horse, by the way. So Dave did not tie up his horse, so we're just gonna let it roam. Actually, I feel like that's too close. Nope. Dang it. I don't want to go into the waterfall. That was an accident. All right, here we go. Just let it chill right there. All right. Also, check out this wall, man. Tom, who is XI Rebel Dreams IX, he's got this cool wall. I really enjoy it. Redstone, obviously. Very cool. And yeah. So I gotta walk you through a new project. So let's go to the house real quick, because I've got to admit that I have lost some inspiration. Okay, so last night, and we put this on Twitch. We did not put it onto the YouTube channel because it was just so disorganized and not really an episode to air to the public. But a group of us, I think there were 7 of us in total, did an overall group tour of the entire square. So basically the 2 squares. Joe came online, so we all toured Joe's house, and Joe's house is awesome. I really wish he would record a video and just show like everything that he's made, because it is really cool. My place, on the other hand, is not cool. It's not flashy. It's very functional. I'm definitely more of a coder than I am a designer in real life. I build websites for most of my day. So when I come on Minecraft, I should be designing more, but I'm more interested in trying to get things to work the way I want them to. So like this whole setup is gross visually. But overall, I really love how this is all set up. So I've got just, furnaces on top of hoppers, on top of furnaces, on top of hoppers. And I just broke a hopper. Oh, dang. So let's try to put that back. Cool. Okay. So yeah. These hoppers feed into these, which goes down here, which is also fed into these that are underneath, which then all feed to this chest. And I like this. I like this kind of stuff. This really helps me go about my business. But designing stuff, I always feel like I'm missing something. I'm not totally completing the project. So. And it always feels very piecemeal, which is Minecraft, generally speaking. you start off doing one thing, you end up doing a whole bunch of other things, and then as you grow, you can go back to those old projects and continue working on them. But my problem is I've just lost interest. I've lost interest keeping the general shape. There's one thing of making things look good. So changing his whole front felt awesome. This was a fun project to do that. I'm still not totally complete with. I still have to put an item frame over here and redoing my garden. I still need to put a bunch of time into that. But then it's just a matter of the actual inside of my building. How do I want the inside to work? And that's where I feel like I'm not I'm kind of constrained because of how I originally put things together. So it's just like this is Cat Lady's 80s cat. That is interesting. She was over here for the tour. We had a weird server issue happen last night. Minecraft was the login system was going down like crazy throughout the tour. So yeah, I think she just ended up signing off from here, and the cat stayed, which is kind of odd. But yeah, so I mean, I like the things that I've done, like this whole walkway and making this all functional and getting the spider spawner together, making the dock. That was fun. This whole Zen garden was really fun, but like just my house in general, I feel like it's too incomplete all the time, and I just don't have the energy to complete it. So instead, I'm going to start over. I'm going to take on a new project, which is not on my list. Take on a new project, and over here in the distance is a new piece of land that I want to build on. So we're going to take a look at that as soon as the sun comes up. So stay tuned. Kitty. All right, we're picking up some chicken because I think we're going to need it. I'm not sure how long we're going to be out here tonight, but all right. Just to let's see. Let's do context. Where are we standing? West. Right. So this is the direction we want to go. We want to go this way. So this way. No, wait. This way is where my old house was. So that general direction. We are 947, 478. So we are about I want to say 500 blocks away from my house. But over here, I found this just wonderful area that to me it felt rather inspiring. So let's go check it out. And I do have to say, the way I found it, we did some work on the the map. Whoa. So let's check this out. Why is that? Oh, okay. This looked farther away, and B, this looked much bigger, but this is nothing. But okay, first of all, we've got giant mushrooms over here, which is cool. But yeah, we opened up the map a bit more, and while I was looking at the map, I found this place and wanted to check it out. And here it is. Look at this. Look at this area right here, man. So we've got mountains and I've wanted to build a place inside of a mountain. So check one. I wanted to build in a snowy region. Snow up there, snow up there. Great, great, great. There is access to water. It doesn't really go anywhere. It's just a small river. Goes all the way around, but it would. I really can't travel on it, so that's not anything to write home about. But this guy right here, look how awesome this looks. I am definitely ready to take on a challenge like this. And yeah, it's just one piece of one block of lava. So if we wanted to close that up, we could, but I don't want to, man. This is an awesome looking area. So this is where we're going to call the new home. It's got a nice flat top, but I think for the most part, and I really haven't done much as far as exploration goes, but I think for the most part, building into the side of a mountain can really open up a lot of cool opportunities. And I'd always have stone. I'd always have building materials. And my thought is, if I dig down into the mountain, like on this side, I could very well. Nope. Ooh, that was a close one. All right. Well, we don't want to do what I just did there, but if we threw up some glass, we would have the ability to have natural lighting, which I think is really cool. As I almost kill myself trying to show this off. So, yeah, if I just dig into this section, I would have the ability to have a house that isn't dependent on torches or glowstone to light it up. We would just have the lava light it up for us. So I just think a lot of creative opportunities here that I'm totally looking forward to. So starting soon. I don't know if I'll get to really starting it tonight, but I am going to start digging out this area soon. And I'm going to try to document most of it on video. So where we at? We got lava right there. Okay. So this is as far up as we can go. But we throw up some glass, and we've got light. We've got light right here. So I think that would be really cool. So that's what I'm going to be working on for the next couple of months for sure. I am totally stoked and ready to take on that challenge. It is a bit far away from the square. Again, the square is right around 0, so we are about 1,000 blocks out one way. So that is going to be kind of tough. But I figure we should be far enough away that we can set up a portal. And if we set up a portal, then travel to and from the square should be a lot better. So yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm gonna be working on, guys. So I'm gonna start digging some stuff out. But for now, I think we're gonna call this the end of tonight's episode. So we will see you back at some point soon. So see you next time, guys.